Hey, nice to meet you guys. I'm Sin and I draw. Well, sometimes. My love for art has definitely changed over the last few years to severe art block. And I finally started drawing again and I'm in love with it. Of course, it's not where I expected to be after a 5-year hiatus, but I am seeing growth there. So the reason I'm filming is because I got a new sketchbook. It's a smaller sketchbook and I'm excited to draw the cover with you guys. I recently bought some stickers, they're book talk stickers, and I think they're so funny and cute and I want to put them on my sketchbook because I think they'll match really well. Everyone has their preferred sketchbooks, of course, right? You know, it's common. I personally love my Moleskine sketchbooks. I've had a total of like 3 of them, the regular size one and then one big one over the past few years. The paper is just so smooth. I like that it's a creamy color, not white. I swear white paper just gives me migraines. And it's nothing against any of the other sketchbooks I've used. Like I like my Illo sketchbook. I just don't like the sizing of it. It's great for taking pictures and stuff, don't get me wrong. But just, I don't know, it's just my preference. Don't know why. If you can't tell by the stickers already, I absolutely love reading. I just got back into it because I've been working on other projects and it's been taking a lot longer than I anticipated. But I literally have like 2 bookshelves full of books and I'm currently reading like 5 of them right now. I just finished one last night. So proud of myself. If you can't tell what I'm doing, I'm breaking in my book. If you read physical books, this is like a way to keep the spine intact and to keep books to lay flat. And it works for sketchbooks. So for every one of my sketchbooks, I like to include my own goals list. It just keeps me proactive and I have a really bad habit of just doing whatever I want. Most of the time it's like character art, full bodies, and using more color. I have a bad habit of not wanting to color if I think the sketch is good. Computer, make me a bender. Just for the record, I wanted to be a firebender.
Not around here, partner.
Just realized that I wasn't recording my sketching process.
Miss Jackson.
Basically, the entire drawing process was me coming up what I wanted from the front cover, and I got really into the new season of Avatar: Last Airbender, so I decided to draw a bender, and I happen to be an Earth one. I actually really liked how this sketch came out. It wasn't my favorite one, of course, but it was better than I thought it was gonna come out. I kept messing up and I just want to be done with it at this point. And I have this fear when it comes to coloring that I'm gonna mess it up, and most of the time I do, and it's okay. It's just a process and I'm learning to get over it. I have perfectionism. It is what it is. But a little bit about myself. I am currently 22 years old and I didn't start truly drawing until I was like 13-ish. I've always had that creative mindset, but I never really applied it to anything. Well, that's not true. I applied it to things, but it was kind of sporadically. Like I did a lot of hobbies and sports and after school clubs and it went through that way. I didn't really take it to paper until around then. It was really when I did this art class in middle school that I really fell in love with it. And it was such a fun thing for me to do back then. Loved it. And what's really surprising is I actually really liked coloring back then, or at least painting. And I do like painting now. It wasn't until like Inktober that I did this painting and I was like, oh, I like this. I guess the real reason why I got back into art is because honestly, I don't know. It just like a random splurge happened where I was just drawing for like 2 weeks straight. And I was like, what's going on? What's happening here? And it was just my love for art literally came flooding in. And I was like, okay, we're doing this again. Okay. COVID messed me up, but you know, we're back. We're me. I'm her. I'm feeling like myself and we're doing good. And that's how we got this video. I'm actually feeling good. And it took me a lot longer than I anticipated. And it wasn't something I really thought I would ever go through. Like I really had a rough time during COVID. And it's surprising that you never know what's going to happen until it happens and how you're going to react to it. And it was mainly just the isolation and being stuck somewhere I didn't want to be. And when you have ADHD, it doesn't work that way. And I always knew I had depression, but it wasn't as bad until then. And it like it took me the longest time to accept that I was depressed and that I wasn't happy. And then me trying to figure out what makes me happy, that I've gotten to this point again. And it feels really nice because I feel like my old self and my motivation for a lot of things has came back. And oh my God, I missed it so much. Sorry that this took a turn, but it's life. But I'm getting close to finishing up here, doing some final touches and everything. It wasn't anything crazy. I was just mainly getting over it and I wanted to be done, but I didn't 100% like how it was turning out. I messed up on the coloring on some of the things. The rocks in my head when I was doing this, I was like, yeah, it's gonna work out. I didn't paint them or test them first. I just thought like, yeah, it'll be fine. They were not fine. I hate how they came out. The lighting is so harsh. I was gonna go over it with pencils, but my pencils weren't penciling and I was just over it. I wanted to be done. And then I was doing this, like, what is it called? I don't know. I guess ring of air. I'm gonna say that right now until I get the right word, around her feet. And I wanted it to be white and with like a little bit of a creamy color, so it kind of looks like, you know, there's stuff in the air, and it just came out yellow. And I was not happy with that at all. And I'm doing like the final details and stuff. I didn't like how, let me say something positive here. I actually really like how I managed to be able to do the pose and stuff. Usually this would take me a lot longer to do, and I did it fairly quickly. I like the composition. I like the color schemes I picked for the character itself, and I think that came out really well. And overall, I think this was a fun design for me to do, especially for the first page, and that's what I really enjoyed about this. Of course, looking back at this, there's a lot of things I would change and would have planned a little bit more accordingly, but I'm actually really happy with this. This was a fun experiment for me, and overall, I really enjoyed this process and drawing this for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is my first time making this, and it definitely shows. Thank you so much for watching.